फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारमण के 8th कंसेक्यूटिव बजट पर बातचीत करने के लिए इस वक्त हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं नैना लाल किदवाई, फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ फिकी। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस मैम। मैम, ये जो बजट प्रेजेंट किया गया है, इसको आप इकोनॉमी के मोमेंटम के लिए किस तरह से देखते हैं? क्योंकि बताया जा रहा है कि इंडिया इज़ द फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी, लेकिन हमने देखा इकोनॉमी में थोड़ी नरमी भी रही है। तो ये पूरी एक्टिविटीज़ को एक पुश करने के लिए, मोमेंटम को आगे ले जाने के लिए कैसा है बजट?
तो ये बजट तो पॉजिटिव ज़रूर है, बहुत पॉजिटिव है कि जहाँ तक एक फोकस जो हमारा ये रिक्वेस्ट था कि डिमांड एंड कंजम्पशन बढ़े, वो मिडिल इनकम के लिए ज़रूर आ रहा है कि जो 12 lakhs एंड बिलो जो ज़ीरो टैक्स रजीम में आ जाए, 80,000 रुपीज़ तक बचत हो, ये तो बहुत ही फेवरेबल है। क्योंकि इंडिया की इकॉनमी अब तो है ही मिडिल क्लास इकॉनमी, तो जो भी बेनिफिट हम दे सकते हैं डिमांड और कंजम्पशन की तरफ, वो जाएगा प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट में। क्योंकि जहाँ तक डिमांड कंजम्पशन बढ़े, इंडस्ट्री भी उसको सर्विस करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट करे।
यू मीन मोर इन द हैंड्स ऑफ इंडिविजुअल्स, उससे पूरी कंजम्पशन साइकिल जो है उसको बूस्ट मिलेगा। आप ये भी बता सकें ये कैपेक्स को, और फिर जहाँ तक प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स की बात है, उसको आप किस तरह से रीड कर रहे हैं ग्राउंड पर?
कैपेक्स स्पेंड अब 11.1 लाख था पिछले साल, जहाँ तक 10.18 ही एस्टिमेट है साल में। So about I think 91% was mentioned as the utilization of the capex budget of last year. So this year's budget is more or less the same at 11.2, but the good news is it hasn't been cut because fiscal deficit compliance is being maintained at 4.4. So we are on the one hand bringing down the fisc and on the other also maintaining the capex, which is very favorable because that capital expenditure, which was public sector, really is important because it's giving us huge cost savings on logistics, which industry helps or gets the help from, and it also helps individuals in terms of connectivity. And there was mention, for example, of 100, I think, new destinations for airports. I mean, all of this helps connect the country, helps provide employment in the process.
मैम, व्हाट अबाउट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग? क्योंकि मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को हम देख रहे हैं, कुछ कंसर्न्स भी रहे हैं, और अभी इकोनॉमिक सर्वे ने भी स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन किया कि जिस तरह से चाइना एक डोमिनेंट प्लेयर है मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का, उसका भी एक चैलेंज है। तो हम ये ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन्स में जिस तरह से जा रहे हैं, ये मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एक्टिविटीज़ को पुश करने के लिए, इकोनॉमी की नेक्स्ट ग्रोथ वेव की ग्रोथ के लिए, इसको आप कैसे एनालाइज करेंगे? इन चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट में न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ भी हैं।
So India absolutely has to be part of the new global supply chains. The concern I have is that we are entering this space of exports at a time when geopolitical headwinds are really quite worrying. Our budget has got announced in the backdrop of tariffs from the US.
Absolutely.
The US is a very big trade partner of India. So yes, the US too wants us to be able to replace China in those supply chains. But if in the process we need to protect our industries, and in doing that we raise tariffs, what does that mean in terms of the cost of what we produce? Because unless we are cost competitive, that industry is not going to be able to withstand time. So it's a very tough balancing act, but I believe we do have scope. So if we can make life easier for manufacturing, easier for MSME, which this budget keeps stressing, which is great, we become a global supplier, not just to replace China per se, not needing premiums over the Chinese cost, which is quite hard to meet, but create competitive industries for the future so we can't be ignored, exactly as we did in IT.
Right.
IT, because of what we provide, and what we provide at a much lower cost than what it can happen elsewhere. Not that everybody else can't do it. It's just that we do it really well.
Absolutely.
And so that's what we have to become the hub of.
Absolutely. Since we are seeing जो पोटेंशियल यूएस चाइना के टैरिफ वॉर की बात हो रही है, इंडियन इंडस्ट्री के लिए कह रहे हैं इसमें शायद अपॉर्चुनिटी भी हो सकती है। बट आपने जैसे ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस का मेंशन किया, एंड एमएसएमईज पर हम आपका व्यू चाहेंगे। इन दिस बजट मैम स्पेसिफिकली सेड दैट द इन्वेस्टमेंट एमएसएमईज डेफिनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स एंड टर्नओवर, they are revising it, meaning companies up till 500 crores will fall under the MSME.
Correct.
What does this mean, ma'am? Because
means that all benefits that are provided to MSME is going to be provided to a larger base.
so will this impact micro units, since they will all fall under that category, and companies from 250 to 500 crores will also be a part of the MSME?
Exactly. So any benefit that is being available to MSMEs is now, there's a larger MSME benefit pool. In itself, a lot will depend on how it's taken forward at the state level. So, which is what the economic survey also highlights. Because so much of what the MSME does is not impacted by the center. It's the way they have to interact at the state. And there's a compliance burden, regulatory burden, tax burden, confusion on how to file. If the hours you spend running around trying to finish paperwork can be translated to creating jobs and industry, it would be a huge productivity gain.
Right.
So easing that environment for the MSME, it's not just about the credit we give, but also the environment in which they are allowed to grow, which is important. And I think what is very good is labor-intensive industries, which
like leather and footwear they mentioned.
we used to be so strong in those sectors.
Textile also.
To really bring back those in a way that we can then also provide jobs would be very important. Toys is a new one. There's been a big thrust from companies like Walmart, etc., to be able to pick up the toy sector, which they will help exporting through their channels. So let's just push ahead.
And ma'am, finally, one last point, like on greening. Since in this changing environment, global chains and players are focusing much on sustainability. So supporting small industries on that also, usko aap kaise dekhenge so that they are also able to be future ready?
Yeah. So I think at the end of the day, if you talk to the MSME, they see it as a big headache. They see it as a compliance
Additional
issue.
cost,
They see it as increasing their costs. Unless they are supplying now largely to European companies, maybe even more so than the American ones, where America's kind of losing the plot on sustainability. But European companies will always want the company that can demonstrate it's sustainable. So for the MSME, for whom it is an important business quality advantage, by being able to demonstrate that they have a green chain, that they can ensure that compliance is complete, it is an advantage.
Right.
But in itself, I feel for all the industrial parks and all that we are pushing, if the infrastructure of clean energy, waste disposal, how we handle the whole sustainability and circularity part of it, if that provision is there across industries at a price, and let the industry pay, MSMEs would be very happy. But the issue for them is for every company to have its own plant to comply is not easy. If it's a shared infrastructure for which they pay based on utilization, I think we would solve for it.
And if you are comfortable, ma'am, will you be okay giving your ratings? Basically, in the backdrop, we had geopolitical tensions and elections last year and a lot of uncertainties and tariffs issues, as you mentioned. How would you like to rate this budget on a scale of 10?
Yeah. Look, without giving a number, I would say an excellent budget, because the focus and thrust leaves little to be addressed. How now it translates into the nitty-gritties, we have to read and analyze it, because we've only heard the messaging. But the messaging on whether it's agriculture, MSMEs, infrastructure, jobs, is just exactly as we would want, and demonstrated steps in terms of creating demand and consumption, as mentioned. So I would give it, the sort of 8, 9 sort of levels. There's always a little more that one would hope for. And we will wait to see how. In fact, just a week later, they're talking about a tax reform bill.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think I would put a lot of importance on how we can take forward the compliance burden, which is huge. In fact, whether it's at an individual level or a company level, tax certainty and the mess that we create on our tax litigation front, if we can sort through this, I think the ease of doing business would go up by a huge factor.
Right, ma'am. Thank you very much for your time and for your views on Budget 25.